So I am at a friend's house while he plays Minecraft. And let me tell you, he was showing me all these ins and outs of how to play. And I realized that I don't care to know how to play this game. I mean, I guess if my daughter ever gets into it, then I'll learn. So I was trying to think about what to talk about for this episode. And there's one thing that's been kind of a reoccurring topic that I've been hearing about amongst some people is just when parents don't work out and they split up, the difficulties that can happen between two people, especially when kids are involved, and just how nasty things can get. You know, I'm not going to say that me and my kids' mom are always perfect. We definitely have some of our nasty moments, but overall, I think we work really well together. You know, if one of us needs something or we need help with something, we need to adjust times. We're both really good about working with each other, and that feels really good. And then on the other hand, you know, you hear stories about people that, you know, I feel like it's usually stories of a woman trying to take pretty much everything from a man, to a point where you'll hear about a guy that's went from living in this beautiful home, this house, to now he's living in a small apartment, paying child support, paying for this woman to live into the house. And it blows my mind how someone's life can just totally flip-flop upside down through divorce. There's just something that seems fundamentally wrong with those ideas, you know. Hearing about there was one of my buddies that told me about his kid's mom finding out that him and his son would talk on Xbox on a game, and that he had told his sister, and I guess his sister told his mom, and then they decided to get on the Xbox and block him as a friend so they couldn't communicate with each other. And man, that almost made me cry when he told me that, because I'm like, for what purpose would someone do that? For what purpose would you prevent your kid from talking to their father, or vice versa? Because I'm sure that there's probably fathers out there that make, you know, mother's life miserable. Not to mention all the fathers that aren't in a kid's life, which brings me to the point that when you have a father that is, you know, bending over backwards to do everything that they can to provide for their child, and then to have, you know, these mothers out there that want to make, you know, life miserable and make it as difficult as possible for the dad, you know, go spend tens of thousands of dollars to go to court, have these custody battles when all we're really trying to do here is do what's best for the child, right? People's intentions get out of whack, and it just breaks my heart to know that there's people out there, whether it's on the father's side or the mother's side, you know, when people have ill will towards someone else to make things difficult, when what life should really be about is what is best for the kid, and that's being connected, that's being loving, like being able to work together. I don't know. I've just been hearing some stories lately about, you know, what some of these fathers that I'm friends with that are really good dads, and they're just amazing people and truly amazing parents, you know. I feel inspired by them when I see them with their kids, and to see those challenges that they have to go through with the other parent, it just, honestly, it breaks my heart. And at the same time, makes me feel lucky that for the most part and for the majority of the time, how easy I have it by having such a good open line of communication with my child's mom. So I feel blessed to have that. I know that not everyone gets to have that, and it makes me want to, you know, set an intention to put out into the universe, you know, positive thought, a prayer for any of the parents that don't get to have such a good line of communication with the other parent, that we can put our pride and our ego aside for whatever it is that's preventing someone from being truly open and loving towards one another. You know, I pray that those things get mended, put back together. That's all I got. I'm a little tired today. My brain's it's not running at an optimum performance right now. that's all I got. Just weighing on my heart, just knowing that there's people out there that I guess our egos get in our way, and we're not always. I think we need to put our intentions in check because we're not always doing what's best. So I think that's all I got. I wish everyone, especially for the kids' sake, can have parents that can just set their ego aside and just be cordial with one another and be willing to adapt and make adjustments for each other, because we all have our own lives, and lives can be challenging, and sometimes we need an extra 10 minutes to come pick up our kid. And for some people that turns into World War III. So I wish nothing but love, and I pray for all these children to be able to have their parents be able to just be the best parents that they can be. And I think that takes having good environments and good communication. So I'm praying for all those children out there. Nothing but love. Cheers.